Begins with, we'll start from the bottom, number 10. I have a list right here, so if I look down, you know what it's for. Number 10, Ringo. The reason why Ringo's number 10 is because he's one of the beginning heroes in the game that you get, right? And he's also one of the fundamental heroes that will teach you the basic mechanics of the game. And through his basic mechanics, you're able to diverge into a whole bunch of different kinds of elements to the game. So, you know, from Ringo, you can learn how to effectively stutter step. And if you don't know what stutter stepping is, it's the act of canceling the attack animation. So shooting somebody with Ringo, pop, and then immediately moving backwards or moving left or right, just tapping a different part of the screen so you don't have to go through the long duration of the attack animation. So it speeds up your farming, speeds up your attacks and things like that. A link to the video you can watch will be in the description. You can learn how to kite effectively, which is tied in with stutter stepping, where you're attacking an enemy going back, forth, where you're just kiting him backwards. You just keep going back, and he has to chase you. You learn how to just properly last hit. Last hitting is the only way to get gold really in this game, which is the currency, which is the oxygen, is that you have to last hit your enemies. You have to pop them at the last second when their health is like that bright red, because it'll give you the gold. You'll get the kill for it, right? If you do it any other way, you won't get that. So you learn all these fundamentals mechanics of how to play the game, how to judge distance, how to just control stuff and all that from Ringo. He's great and he's free, so that's another great one. Number 9, and this is a man who was very near and dear to my heart, but he slowly phased out and stopped playing with him. I used to be a mob curse streamer. I still am, I just don't stream very often, or at all, period. It's Finn. Finn really got me to like tier 6, tier 7. Like, I was a heavy Finn user. I love Finn. You know, he's got big body karate. He drops the hands on you. You can't stop that man. He's so good. He's a giant crocodile. You know, they say he's a river troll. He's amazing. I love Finn. And I have so much love for the character because when it got me up so high in the rankings, when I used to play viewer matches, people banned him all the time because they knew my Finn was a problem. My Finn was a threat. You would think, and this is me only playing like 1 month of the game, people thought like I was like, wait, are you like POA or something? Like, my Finn was solid. And it's just, you know, the reason why he's so low on my list now is because there's so many other heroes that played since then that have further upgrade like me getting into it. So Finn, you know, he sits at a good spot because he's also a great tank, right? If you're gonna do support, he'll teach you all like the mechanics you need to be a good support, how to body block, when to time stuff, when to, you know, use your crucible items to block ults or like pulls or stuns. He's a fundamental character that's essential, and he works well with every team. He can fit into any and every team. He's that good. Number 8, Scarf. Now, a little furry dragon. Scarf's number 8 because he's another, you know, quintessential laner. He's great. If you got it, he's one of the free heroes that you get, which is great. And his crystal damage is crazy. He also teaches you a lot about the late game because Scarf is a huge late game hero. So you have to really like effectively judge, you know, when you're playing the game, you have to make good decisions early on because you have to make it to the late game. Once you get into the late game, Scarf is a monster. He also teaches you about placements. So when you drop your goop, you know, he teaches you, you know, this stems off from Ringo stuff, so it's kind of like a rehash, but he just works on those little bit more of advanced elements of placing things, scaring enemies off with burst damage, and just, you know, being very safe and defensive early on in the game when you need to as a carry. Number 4, what was it? 9, 10 was Ringo, 9 was Finn, 8 was Scarf. Number 7, Catherine. Now, Catherine is something I'm just, you know, falling in love with now. She's really overpowered right now, so she's fun to use. Great support hero. She teaches you how to like really like create opportunities. The next person teaches you how to really create opportunities, but Catherine helps you like learn how to create opportunities and not a very high skill difficulty. Like, you run in, stun, block stuff, body block, use your ult, block stuff. Like, she teaches you that utility, like those opportunity standpoints very early on, and she's a great hero to use. I also love all her skins, which is just why she's number 7. Number 6, Lance, the king of the jungle. This dude will literally, when you get a good Lance, it will change your game. You'll be eons better just with him on your team or you playing as him if you get good as him. He's heavy. Well, he has great damage. He's almost impossible to kill because of all his movements. He rolls around, he can go over walls and things like that. He teaches you about positioning. Positioning, and how positioning your team and the enemy team is important. Getting in, disrupting. He literally creates the most opportunities out of all the tanks in the games. Because he can run in, root, right? Root, oh, your root, guess what? I move off of just the root. I have a second, I'm like a positive frame. I just moved, shield, you're out. You're into a wall, that's a double stun. Or you're into my team, you're screwed. I have roles, I can position myself in so many places. So he teaches you really positioning, map control, distance controlling, gauging. Like he's amazing. Like it's just stupid how good he is. And he's essential for everybody in their kit. And I love playing as Lance, and of course Gladiator Lance is coming out soon, so I can't wait for that, Lance. Next one up, Arden. Now Arden is the tank I've been having the most fun with. Daddy, and he's a babysitter, man. You know, he can't really do too much damage, but his gauntlet and his vanguard are stupid. If you time your vanguard effectively, it's like having a crucible or a fountain in a sense, because it'll keep your teammate alive from some serious moments. And not only that, his gauntlet is stupid. Just gauntlet down. What are you gonna do? You can't get through. And I love doing double gauntlet with Arden, which is when you have the echo item. Just like, oh, boom, gauntlet. Oh, you trying to get away? Nah, you got out. Oh, another gauntlet, double gauntlet. It's like, what can you do? He's really fun to play. He's fast. I love his skins. And I'm just having the most fun with him right now, which is why he's up on this list. So to recap, we have number 10, Ringo. Number 9, Finn. Number 8, Scarf. Number 7, Catherine. Number 6, Lance. Number 5, Arden. We're entering in the top 4, right? So number 4 is Jewel. I have so much fun with Jewel. She's one of my favorite junglers. She's in the jungle, she's aggressive, she's a frontliner, she can soak a lot of damage, she does a lot of damage. I love her bounces, her ult's pretty cool to look at. It's essentially a giant Kamehameha. Her skins, oh, at tier 3, whew, let alone. No, we gotta talk about, listen. That winter skin is beautiful. It's absolutely gorge. And it's the only reason, like, it's one of the reasons why I'm playing Jewel so heavy. Well, but what got me into her originally was her tier 3 skin, because I thought that was the best skin in the game. It was so like legit. She's just sitting on a mech that's got a sword, and she's got this whole like armor going on right now. It's beautiful, right? She's fun to play. She's fun to play, and she's really strong right now. And she's definitely in my most played characters. Next up, this is a man I haven't played in a very long time, but this is the guy who got me out of tier 6, got me to tier 7, and almost tier 8. And I loved him so much when he first came out, because no one knew what to do against him. Flicker, oh God, Flicker, the beast incarnate, the monster that terrorized the jungle for so long until people figured out, like at higher tiers, she's not really a threat. Flicker is annoying. Like he embodied everything I love, like just getting in there. Slow you down, where are you going? Dragon Ball contract, where are you going? Are you going there? Oh, you're not going anywhere. That's not happening. Flicker was just great for that. And then he teaches you strategy, because you really have to work with your team to optimize and make all of Flicker's moves on point. You have to really focus in and really focus on the teamwork. He's amazing, and he's just a ton of fun to play with when the other team is just slacking and not putting up vision. Next, ooh, baby, is Bay Rona. Rona, oh, I love Rona. Another jungler, I'm a big jungle player. Rona, what can be said? She's fun to play with, she's fun to look at, she's got great animations. Poison Chip is stupid on her. I've just recently learned from when I played with it. Really why she's number 1 is because I've had so much fun just jumping in on people, spinning, cycloning and stuff like that, and just like staying alive because of Serpent's Mask. And of course Bunny Rona is in my top 3 skins. I love that skin, it's beautiful. Especially the pink one, the pink hat. It's a lot, it's a lot. She's a fun champ in general. She's fun to play with. And she can counter some people, even though she's not super strong right now, she can counter some people. Now number 1, was there any doubt who this would be? Any doubt who would be the king or queen of number 1? And that is by all means my man, Glaive. Ooh, Glaive is the best. He is my best. He is the king. He is the almighty, the ultimate. Glaive is the best hero in the game, in my opinion. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. Well, I do, but Glaive, for me, really was the person that people got scared of besides my Finn, because if I didn't roam, I jungled. Now, I always jungled Glaive. My Glaive, I come from a game, Here's the Storm, and I played a character called Diablo. And Diablo had these tackles that he would run in, right? Kind of like the Afterburn. And then he would pick you up, he would run your lunch, like, give me your lunch money, kid. Slam you on the floor, so charge, position, That's essentially the Afterburn in one. Charge, position. I love, like, it literally is the most devastating move in the game because it can ruin so many lives, which is why it has such a high mana cost and such a high cooldown. Because if you could do it more frequently, it would be dumb. Lance's roots are dumb, but they're not as dumb as Afterburn. You just walk in, oh, that's a good opportunity right there. Ah, you just come in, smack, done. So much damage, tons of fun, quick, real pursuer hunter. Like there's so much love for Glaive that I can't even unpack it. Like he really like made me fall in love with Vainglory to such a deep level because it's just the fun I have playing as him, right? Like, and that, oh God, it's so disgusting. Like if you just buff him just a little bit more, he can instantly shoot to number 1 in the jungle. Number 1 in the jungle. What's your top 10? You know, I know some people are gonna be like, oh, well, that 10 is like kind of whack, and it's pretty much just jungle characters. You have no laners there besides Ringo and Scarf. Like they're just there just to be there. Yeah. What are your top 10? Drop them down below at any chance you want. If you want to have a top 5, that's fine too. If you play Taka and you say that's your favorite hero, I don't like you. I had a really bad experience with Taka recently, so that's why I'm super against Taka right now. But yeah, drop your top 10 down below, comment down. Also, if you liked the video, made it this far, hit a like. Or if you didn't like the video, hit a thumbs down, all thumbs matter. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I have tons of other videos you can watch. And as always, thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.